but it's one that could easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Clark. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Trying to beat the D deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early, give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Looking to scramble. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. The offense will come onto the field again. Making side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires it down the seam. Pulls it in down the sideline. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will... the 25. Here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Snags it over the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to throw. It's Dyer. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Ginn. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. To the air, it's Dyer. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He fires to the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
On the ground, it's Berry. Turning it on! All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking for room, it's Moulton. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Dyer. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Still looking on the move. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown, and here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Rushes on him. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Enough time to get off the play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the play. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Berry. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Berry. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
They'll try the run. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And here's the return. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Let's go! Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good.
Going downfield for the big play. He got it! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Dyer. Gets it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged in the middle, H. Clark. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
To the air, it's Dyer. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He lets one fly deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. They want that clock to run. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Green. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
With the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. On the move, it's Berry. Touchdown, LSU! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Got his man. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Trying to get behind the defense. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Complete to the right. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. To throw, it's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, that they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.